Okay, how's everybody doing? Gonna make this video about cleaning the neck on an upright bass. There is some other videos on YouTube. I wasn't real happy with them. Didn't I just I don't know, wasn't too happy with them, and so I just thought I'd go through and show you how to do this. So I stopped by my favorite place in all of Southern California, right here. Fantastic Musical Instruments in Pasadena, and I talked to that man there, Tom, who has never steered me wrong and always given me real good deals on things, and he told me how to do it. I was kind of thinking, well, there's probably some sort of cleaner special for upright basses, but no, that's a little bit more of a process. And so he went through it step by step with me, and now I'm making a video about it. So uh, let's get into the first thing. What we need to do to do the neck cleaning. Let's look at those products. Okay, so you need some 400 grit or 600 grit sandpaper. I got 400 grit. That's what they had over there. Some isopropyl rubbing alcohol, just regular rubbing alcohol, and some paper towels to wipe off the marks with the alcohol. Of course, an old T-shirt. Everybody's got one that you don't wear anymore, whatever. You need that. You need, a cloth, that you might not use anymore. Just a soft cloth, for cleaning a guitar or whatever. And some linseed oil. And the linseed oil, different places you can find them. But we'll get into that later at the end of the video. And so right now, let's go ahead and start with the process. Okay, so let's get on with this, just like how Tom explained it to me. And this is the rubbing alcohol. Just taking off all this gunk. I'd like to remind you, don't let it get this bad. Here's the isopropyl rubbing alcohol. I let this go for way too long. You're doing gigs and everything, and you just let this stuff happen. So once the paper towel gets dirty, break you off some more, fold it up, and keep going. And the alcohol does take that stuff off pretty good. Okay, so now we got the 400 grit sandpaper. Tom told me to use either 400 or 600 and just kind of clean it up a little bit with this. You know, now I don't want to do too much, but this is the process that he told me to use, and so I'm going to go with it. Tom's never steered me wrong, and he's always done a good job for me. Anything I've asked him to do. So I'm just going to go over just a little bit. You know, not too much. But, you know, just enough to get the marks off my fingers. And you know, one thing I learned at from wood shop in high school, you always want to sand with the grain. Alright, so we wipe it down. It already looks a lot better. That's what everybody's got, an old t-shirt around. Everybody's got one. Just wipe the neck down. Okay, so now we're going to apply the linseed oil. This stuff is, I don't know, it's not too hard to find. Of course, here in California, I didn't think that they made it anymore. But there's a couple of places that carry it. So we're just gonna put that back on there. Help restore the finish. Yeah, we don't want to put too much on there. But we need to have that glossy finish on there. Yeah, help protect the neck. Just gotta put it on there. Okay, so you can see it's a lot better. I've applied that first coat of linseed oil. Then in 10 minutes I'm going to wipe this off and then reapply it. See, neck already looks so much better. So much better. So 10 minutes and we'll get back to it. As my dog's sitting there wondering what I'm doing. Okay, so 10 minutes later, I'll come and wipe this first coat of linseed oil off. Just like that. And now I'm going to apply our second coat of linseed oil. Again, these are the directions that I was given by Tom at Fantastic Musical Instruments. And Tom has never steered me wrong. He's always done real good by me. And he knows his stuff when it comes to upright basses. Fantastic Musical Instruments in Pasadena. I already showed you the address and all that. If you decide to go there, if you're in the Southern California area, make sure you have a GPS, because it is hard to find this place, but well worth the trip. It's my favorite place in all of Southern California. So, apply the second coat of linseed oil. Make sure we get it good. And make sure we cover up all the parts that we sanded. Right, just need that finish, so it's easier to slide up on the neck, do all those kinds of things. And now we let it sit for 24 hours and do another coat. So this video will continue 24 hours from now. Okay, so we're back 24 hours later. Put another coat of the linseed oil on. Right, so it's not a whole bunch that you use. You don't want to overdo it. We're just putting a light coat on here. You know, just cover it up. All those places you covered up before, the places where you sanded. Right, so it's nice and shiny and smooth. And that's probably good. But I'm just gonna put a little bit more on there. In this area. And of course it helps to have an upright bass stand to do this. So that was a good purchase that I made. And that's looking pretty good. It's looking about like it looked when I first bought it. Of course it is wet now that I put this other coat on here. Alright, and that'll do it. So now we wait another 24 hours. Alright, so we waited the other 24 hours. I'm just going to take a different t-shirt. I'll wipe it down. Just because, for whatever reason. All the areas where I put that stuff. And that's about as smooth as it was when I first got it. Nice and smooth. Alright. Okay, so my neck has gone from looking like this to looking like this. Much better, much better. And this is the type of linseed oil that I use. They're all different kinds, but this is a finished type of thing. Supposedly you can get it at Walmart. Went there, couldn't find it there. Home Depot, it wasn't there either. Lowe's, supposedly you could get it, but where I bought this was from Michael's. There's one over in Whittier, off of Whittier Boulevard at the Quad. I went in there and got it. And this is, a finish for finish. So that's the kind I use. Worked out really well. And, shouldn't have let it go for so long, but after I'm done with the gig, the first thing I'm thinking of is putting it in the bag and getting it out to my vehicle before some drunk person comes up, hey, blah, 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 and something happens. That's the first thing that's on my mind, and, you might not play it for another day or two or something, and, it just gets away from you, and that's what happened to me. I would just say it'd probably be a lot easier to just wipe it down when you're done playing with it. That'd be the best thing to do. And of course, owning an upright bass and playing one all the time, doing gigs and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot different than an electric bass. The care and maintenance for it is a lot different. It's electric bass, you can get some of that guitar cleaner stuff, put it on there, wipe it off, you're done. Where an upright bass, it's a different story. And I said before, there's probably there's different videos on YouTube, and a luthier in your town might have a different way of doing it. But like I said, Tom, he's always been a real good guy, and he knows his stuff, and that's the way he did it, or does it on the basses in his shop. And that's the way he explained it to me, and so I did it, and we're real happy with it. It's real smooth. Uh, can slide up on the neck easy if I have to again. And that's what I was after. And so, need to do it in, have well ventilated area because that linseed oil is, you know, it is a little bit, it can get to you a little bit, I guess. And so do it in a well ventilated area. Or me in my house, I can open the back door, open the garage door, got plenty of ventilation. I can open the windows and stuff. So, uh, anyway, that's the process. That's what happened. You saw me do it, and so it takes you a couple of days to do it. But so if you're gonna do it, at least this process, then make sure you have plenty of time. A couple of days to get it done, and now it's all back to brand new for it. So anyway, I hope this helps somebody out. If you happen to be watching my video, be sure to give me a like and a thumbs up and whatever, like, thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, all that kind of stuff. And if you like hillbilly, bass slapping, rockabilly kind of stuff, check out my other channel. I got quite a few videos of some gigs and just other videos and bass slapping stuff on my other channel. And I'll leave a link in the description and all that, and one of those boxes at the end or whatever. And be sure to check out my other channels. And thanks for watching my video. God bless you, and I hope you have good luck in your rockabilly, hillbilly, and bass slapping adventures. And good luck to everyone. Thanks for checking out my video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.